Hey, folks. Jesus. How's everyone doing on this? Oh, I'm looking outside. Very humid. It's so humid. I can see the water in the air. Yes, it's a very rainy day here in Southern Ontario. I'm Ben. Welcome to my VEDA for, say, Thursday, August the 8th, 2019. Who do we have in the chat to start off? I see SDMF in the house. Good to see you, sir. We've got Metalhead Joe Hervey 84. We got my good friends from over the seas, both Mozzie and the Count, Phil Mosley Music. Great nickname that Will Varela gave you there. Let's see who else we have. Luca is in the house. Welcome, Luca. Good to see you. New name in the chat here. We got Jimmy T tuning in from around the world. Judd Lofthouse. Good to see you, sir. Gary Holt. Hey, got your control cover yesterday. Awesome. Layla's Guitar Daddy. My Nam buddy, Aaron. Holy balls, I am live. We were doing a follow-up from yesterday. You folks put in a lot of cool questions on yesterday's VEDA vlog, and if you want to ask some more here, feel free. We've got, I believe, a dozen questions to answer. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I started a bit early because it is quite the storm here. Oh, man. Video burps within like a minute. Christ. Raging Chimera. If I said that, I think it's Chimera or Chimera. Chimera. James Wright. Yeah. So, welcome one, welcome all. Nice shirt. Thank you very much, Brad. Picked it up when I went to see Tom Petty in concert during what turned out to be his last tour, unfortunately. So, yes. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, 40th anniversary. Just hit the like. Yes. I'm walking to the shop next door for energy drink, dragging ass. Then I'll be back at work, try to listen while there. Fair enough, Aaron. I hope you're on the mend. I'm still waiting for that info on the power supply, buddy. Brad Miller, off work today and tomorrow. Ooh, 4-day weekend. When it comes to modeling amps, how important is the speaker? You want to have a digitally voiced speaker, which generally those modeling amps all have. Is it true Guitar Hack has turned pointy? I don't know about that. Did he pick up? Well, I did see some photos of him looking at some pointier guitars there. I don't know where he was, so. Yes, so, but before we get started on the questions, there is one thing I wanted to mention. Member of the community has got some issues going on. I don't know exactly the details, but our good friend Quentin has started a GoFundMe to get kind of caught up. You don't need to donate, but every little bit helps. So definitely, maybe one of the moderators can put the link to the GoFundMe in here, or do a search for Quentin James on GoFundMe. So he's well on his way to raising the money. Basically, it sounds like something happened at the apartment. Possibly, I'm going to assume a fire of some kind. He's got furniture, he's got appliances, but he's got like 2 pairs of t-shirts, 1 pair of pants, not that he ever wears pants. And he does have a fresh pack of socks and underwear, folks, or underbreeches. SDMF, I want to be a moderator. Well, that happens over time. If you've been a supporter of the channel for quite some time, or various things like that. I've got quite a few moderators at the moment, but if somebody drops out, I will definitely keep you in mind. All you need is anything with 500 milliamps. One spot itself will work. I do have one of those. It's 9 volts, 500 milliamp. Then Aaron, send me that pedal. Thanks, SDMF. Does he really need pants? Yeah. So yeah, if you guys feel like contributing to Quentin's cause, definitely check it out. He's, like I say, he's well on the way. I think he's looking. They're trying to raise $1,500, and he's already 900 of the 15. Quentin is staying in a hotel at the moment, so yeah, he seems to be improving. That's for sure. Warehouse guitar speakers are eminence. Both are great. Yep. Brad Miller says hi to everyone because he's on his phone. I like to pass along that info. Thanks, Phil. So let's get to some questions. So if you hear any booms or anything, that's because there's a lot of thunder happening today. A lot of thunder. There's some right there. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. All right. Are we ready? Should we get right to it, folks? Type in 1 for yes, 2 for no. Yes, we'll get started on the questions. 2, yeah, we'll just shoot the breeze. Oh, Brian has a very sick dog. Positive vibes to Brian and his canine. Thrash Metal has a question. And hello, Thrash. Boom. Oh, well, that's for Phil Bradshaw. It skipped ahead on me. Heavy storm went through here earlier this morning. That would explain it, because Phil is about a 3 hours drive west of me. 3.5. All right, we're getting votes for questions. So first question, what do you get when you mate an elephant and a rhino? I don't know, but it'll probably be big and ornery. All right, let's get to it. Janice Layla or Lala? Janice asks, let's see, have I ever watched Degrassi High? I've watched Degrassi Street. I've watched Degrassi Junior High. I've watched Degrassi High. Not religiously or anything, but when there wasn't anything else on, yes. And the answer is Elefino. Nice. So yes, I have seen those shows, and I believe she said that was what first introduced her to her love of Canada. Hey, Poo Ninja, good to see you, sir. How's life on the moon? Next question. Will Varela asks, have I ever tried moose throwing? No, I have a bad back. Therefore, no. And yes, some of these questions, you might get some flippant answers. I think the question was more about your state of mind than the TV shows. It's possible. That's possible. Hey, Adam Simpson. Hello. What about moose tipping? Nope. There have been some cow tipping in my past, but one of the joys of growing up in a rural area. All right, we got another question. See, this is nice because we can go back and forth. We have the questions stored on the phone, and then we can do stuff like this. SDMF asks, what brand would you rather in terms of quality and construction and sound? Jackson made in Japan or an ESP LTD Indonesia? Japanese guitar, hands down. Hands down, Japanese guitars. Brad Miller asks, why is Amanda so cool? Because she's my sister. No, that's a good question. Why is she so cool? I don't know. She's just cool. That's about all I can say about that. She is cool. Made in Japan for the win. Thrash says his LTD is Vietnam. Okay, fair enough. US Jackson. Nice. All right, we are flying through the questions here. This will not be a very long stream if we keep flying through the questions. But back to it. Ivan Carter asks, what's my favorite non-guitar thing to do? Well, there's the obvious, which I can't say on here for, adult reasons. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But that's a good question. Favorite non-guitar thing to do? I enjoy NASCAR and watching NASCAR races. I'm into cars as well, so let's go with that. All right, Layla's Guitar Daddy asks, boom, Ben, thoughts and opinions on multi-effects pedals? Not a big fan, only because I am a snob when it comes to pedals. Nowadays, with things like Helix, where you can get pedals from various companies, I like that. But like a Boss multi-effects that just has Boss effects in it won't work for me. I like some Boss effects, but the others I can't stand. So until let me think, what would be a company that I could probably like if they did a multi-effects, maybe an MXR or Electro Harmonics. If they did a multi-effects, I might be able to get away with it. Yeah, that's what I would say on that. Let's see here. Lawrence Petross asks, is the tone battery a real thing? Well, according to J.K. Lee, it is. Personally, I don't know. I don't hear a difference. Thresh likes the Boss multi-effects. See, the problem is I like phasers, and I can't stand Boss's phaser. Hey, Mark Taft. Good to see you, sir. All right. SDMF Ben, check out my guitar, Jackson SL3, made in Japan. She's a beast. Black hardware, real Floyd. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's see here. What is the answer to life, universe, and everything? Be happy and do good things. Spread positivity. Let's see here. Luca is back. Good to see you, sir. I only like the Boss phaser on slow and deep. Yeah, I just found it was too generic sounding for me. Carbon-based batteries have higher internal resistance than yeah, that's what I heard. The carbon batteries are supposed to be best. I don't know. Let's see. Luca says band heavy 80s. Lots of them. There's too many to choose from. Let's see here. Just going through the comments. SDMF likes his Boss Metal Zone. A lot of people do. Hey, Mike Rohde. Mark will be right back. He's got to reboot. Ooh. SDMF asks, Ben, Marzio Super Distortion or Seymour Duncan Jazz, like a JB? Depends on the guitar. Depends on the guitar. I got the JB and the Kramer. I love it. But I also designed, I'm looking off camera here, the Knuckbucker, which is a tribute to the DiMarzio Super Distortion. SDMF doesn't actually have a metal zone. That's fine. Lucas says this Super Distortion. Layla's Guitar Daddy says, Ben, do you have an acoustic guitar? If so, what acoustics do you have? I have two. I have an Epiphone EJ200 jumbo body with onboard two pickups and the preamp and all that stuff. And then I also have a 1972 Martin D28. All right. Very awesome. Phil Bradshaw says Metal Zone equals swarm of angry bees. Yeah, you got to dial in those mids. All right. Blackjack asks, did I father a child while in Nashville? So far, the answer is no. Hey, Brian Stewart. Yeah, as far as I know, not as of this time. No word is good word, right? Not that we know of. Exactly, Brian. Not that I know of so far. Yeah, waited 8 more months. Exactly. All right. Hey, Mitch Heyman. Good to see you, sir. All right. JJ Collins asks, what's my favorite Canadian band? Asks what my favorite Canadian band is, and also what is my most influential band? Ooh, all right. Favorite Canadian band, off the top of my head, I will say April Wine. Not that I know how to play any of their music, but I do enjoy the band. Most influential band? Ben, say hi to Tilly and Deborah. Hi, Tilly and Deborah. Influential band? Good question. I would have said Zeppelin in the past, but honestly, these days, let's go with the Stones. I'll say the Stones. All right. Denny Allen asks, and hello, Denny Allen. What is the best joke you told Sam? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't remember the last time I told her a joke. I guess I got to tell her one. Problem is, most of the jokes I know aren't really repeatable to someone Sam's age. Hey, Simon Williams, good to see you, sir. Hey, Ben, just popping in to say hi. Leave a thumbs up. I'm currently in the fish and chip shop in my village. Just got back from Spain. Awesome. Enjoy those fish and chips. Raging Chimera says, April Wine, left field choice? Hell no. April Wine, I've probably seen live more than any other major band. I think I've seen them in concert 3 times. Yes, I was going to wonder. Joe Harvey says, great show last night, Brian. I think an hour and a half to 2 hours would be average time. Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be a 1 hour show, Brian. Just busting your balls, buddy. Hey, Ben, what about Lemmy? I like Lemmy. But I wouldn't say influential or Canadian. So Brad Miller knew I was going to say the Stones. Yeah, pretty obvious. Let's see. Pull my finger is always a good joke. Yeah. SDMF. Boom. Wrong one. Wait, what's that? Oh, there's Jimmy T. Oh, Lawrence has got to go. See you, Lawrence. Not the usual best Canadian band answer, he says. Oh, okay. Fair enough. SDMF, I bought my SL3 used for $868 with DiMarzio Super Distortion, Seymour Duncan Noiseless, and an SD Hot Rails. Do you think that's a good price? It's got a little chip in the headstock. Sharp part. My question is, what country are you in? Because that'll tell me. Because $868 American is a hell of a lot more money than $868 Canadian. And Motorhead does rule. Yes. $868 US. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Especially, upgraded pickups and such, right? You got to take that into account. All right, I think I'm caught up in this chat. So, back to the questions. Kirk R asks, if I couldn't play guitar, what instrument would I play? I've always been fascinated with drums, but it's really hard for me to play. I'd always wanted to learn how to play saxophone or piano. One of those. You're more than welcome, SDMF. Think about some dime buckers. Okay. Yeah, I thought about bass. I actually started out on bass for about 6 months before I started playing guitar. But I figured that's a cheating answer. So, yes, keep those questions coming. Theremin. Ooh, interesting. I think the last time I played with a phaser was a borrowed Ibanez pedal in 1988, or my Ibanez rack mount analog delay from 1990 had it. Thrash Metal says. Yep. I was playing with, I'm looking down at my pedal board. I was using a phaser yesterday. when I was playing. I realized my phaser doesn't work well with high gain. It got a little buzzsaw sounding. So, anyways, moving on. Let's see. Oh, okay. Phil and Simon are talking to each other. There's one from Brad Miller. Oh, it's weird. It actually showed up on my internal chat before the YouTube chat. Brad Miller asks, Ben Coombs, what guest would you like to have on your show? Good question. From, let's say, as far as YouTubers, let's go with Pete Thorne, because I think he'd have some cool stories. As far as industry people, good question. People that work within manufacturing, I'm going to say Chip Ellis. And as far as musicians, Ronnie Wood. There we go. Phil Bradshaw asks, what is my favorite song to play? That's a tough one. I would say it depends on what mood I'm in. But that's a good question. I don't know. Don't know on that one. All right. SDMF asks, what's my favorite guitar brand? I would probably say Fender. Dave Friedman would be cool to have on as well. I think Chip Ellis, just because he's built so many of those limited edition tribute guitars, and I'd really like to pick his brain on how he goes about that process, because, my God, those replicas are replicas. Possibly goes along with what is the song you can play with the most confidence. Ooh, I don't know. Gotta go, guys. Food is up. See you, Simon. Enjoy the fish and chips, sir. Michael B asks, is there a song that trips you up, but it's not hard to play? Yes. At one time, I used to be able to play Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. Can't do it. I cannot do it. I've tried relearning it several times, and for whatever reason, I just can't do it. And hello to the lovely Janice. I answered your question. Yours was the first question I answered, I do believe, Janice. So if you go back to the beginning, I did answer your Degrassi question. Boom. Joe Hervey asks, Ben, how is Richie doing? Tell me or I'll tell him that y'all asked about. Yeah, I will do that. I was talking to him this morning. He's just about finished the remodel of his basement, and he and I are going to a vintage guitar show together on Saturday. Thank you, SDMF. Yes, if you're new and watching, please subscribe. And of course, leave a thumbs up, new or returning, please. All right, let's see here. See you, Poo Ninja. All right, I think I'm... All right, John Mancuda asks... And he kept it clean, folks. He asked a bunch of questions that I couldn't answer on here. And he asks, what's my favorite color guitar? If I had to choose one color, it would be that right there, Candy Apple Red. Candy Apple Red is probably my favorite color, with gold metal flake. It's got to be gold metal flake. SDMF just subbed to Thrash. Cool. Hey, there's Mountain Man Music. Haven't got to your question yet. Any news on the Strat pickups? Yes, once Richie's bench is getting... Oh, are you talking about my signature ones or the ones that were sent to me? Because the ones that were sent to me, which is the set of lace sensors, are going into my Strat, because we're going to put that into a full-blown Clapton clone. As far as my signature ones, I haven't talked to Travis recently, but he pretty much had them good to go. So they are available to order on renofin.ca under pickups. You click on the tab, it'll drop down. You'll see CWG for Canucks with Guitars, and that'll bring up all my signature sets. All right, so we got 3 more questions here. And any new ones here? Yeah, the signature one. Yeah, they're good to go. Hey, Jimmy Biter. Good to see you, sir. All right. Justin Cox in Utah asks, am I going to get back in a band? Yes. Eventually. I'm hoping to. I'm taking a bit of a break from that, and the next project, we'll call it, that put together will be very much, how do you explain? Like, it'll be what I want. You know, like chances are, like if I put a band together, it'll be me putting the band together rather me joining an existing band. I've done that. I've been there, forming a band as well. I've done both, and I prefer to work from the ground up. It takes much longer, but in all honesty, you get more voice in what goes on in the direction of the band. Lucas says he needs a white guitar. Yeah, everybody needs a white guitar. Everybody needs a white guitar. SDMF says he's been subbed to me for a while. Awesome. I appreciate that. Mark says a new candy apple finish on my Camaro would be very cool. Yes, I actually I got rid of the Camaro. I gave it away. So, but I will mention that to the next owner, which is Amanda's other half, Scott. I gave him. He asked me about the car, so I said, "Take it, dude." All right. Is there technology that would allow, what's this? A band to play from different locations like a hangout? Yes, there is. Michael B was working on that last year. I can't remember exactly how he set it up, but he did set that up. Talk to Michael B. Jimmy T asks, Ben, if someone offered you a Boss phaser for free, would you take it? Of course, because it would go up in the collection, up on the wall. I'd probably use it once or twice, and then it would sit up here as part of the collection. SDMF asks, Ben, if you could be in a band with many famous and iconic metal musicians, which ones would they be in the band? Metal, eh? That's a good question. Let me think on that one. If I'm going for full-on metal, I'll be the second guitar player in Pantera. They had a great thing going, so why not be the second guitar player? So when Dimebag takes his solos, you still got that guitar track in behind. Yes, we did, Mark. We had some cool times in that Camaro. What is that Boss pedal, orange Boss pedal behind you over your right shoulder? Is a standard Boss distortion or the adaptive distortion? So right there, I assume. That is a Boss Mega Distortion. Exactly. They did grooves. It was a metal band, but they also had grooves, and I gotta have grooves. I love grooves. All about the grooves. All right. Mountain Man Music asks, what was my first pedal? Since you all know I'm a pedal head. Oh, excuse me. I didn't necessarily have a first pedal, but I got 3 at once. And I still have 2 of them. Unfortunately, my former nephew lost one that I lent to him. But Boss CE2 Chorus right there. And the Boss power supply right there. Whoop. Jeez Louise. Up, there. Oh, well, up there. Yeah, and I also had the Boss DF2 distortion feedbacker pedal. Joe Hervey asks, Ben, what are some good pointers for creating a lead rock tone, EQ section, effects, amp, gain, stage settings, if you can help? Oh, that's a good question. For rock, don't be stingy with the mids. Always have mids, especially for lead, because mids cut through the mix. And don't go too crazy with the gain. There's Eddie Van Haskell himself. Hello, Eddie. Gotta have groupies. Yeah, Ben, way to go. Yeah, nothing wrong with groupies. What's my favorite style metal and why? Old school. You know, the original stuff in the 70s into the 80s for the most part. Boss DS1 changed Thrash's life. Yeah, everybody goes through the DS1 phase, I think. Mids are the key, Phil. So I'm just kind of skimming through here. Iron Maiden style, yeah, new wave of British heavy metal was good. Motorhead, love Motorhead, because they're kind of punk rock as well as metal. Groove metal was created in the 90s. Yeah, I guess. Reverb and delay, not much in the way of reverb, probably. I use minimal amounts of delay as well, Joe. It depends. Depends on the song. Yeah, I'm more of a rock guy than a metal guy, that's for sure. Did you guys hear that thunder? But rock, oh my god, I can go on for days. The rock bands I like. I wasn't a huge Iron Maiden fan, but I did definitely appreciate them, and I like their dual guitar work. Yes, Mayhem does have a sweet convertible Camaro. Like AC/DC. I like the Bon Scott era of AC/DC. Definitely more than the Brian Johnson era. All right, I have one more question in here. Casper Boo asks, what was my favorite cover to play? Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see here. I'm going to go with the various bands I played in. So starting with One Day to Live, I did enjoy playing Drowning Pool's Bodies because that always got the crowd going crazy. With Smile Harder, I loved our cover of Gold Dust Woman. With the Honey Badger outfit, it depends. Blue Rodeo stuff I like covering because, well, from the ego side, I got to do extended solos at the end of each song. But other than that, David Bowie's Heroes. I loved covering Heroes, which there is a video of it on the channel. So that's all the pre-questions. So let's see, what do we have here? Quoting Bob Seger, I saw. Brian Landreth is. Phil Bradshaw is not a big Blue Rodeo fan. I just liked it because that was kind of my wheelhouse for lead work. All right, let's see here. Boom. SDMF, you got a lot of questions. And hello to Brett McCord. What do you think about today's pop music and today's trap or rap, something like that? Well, back in the day, let's start with rap. I liked the rappers back in the day, especially some that, they could rap pretty quick. They had good timing and stuff. But this mumble rap, what the hell? Forget it. That's just dumb. I'm sorry. That's just dumb. That's like playing out of tune as far as I'm concerned. Why would you play out of tune? It just sounds terrible. Pop music, I don't know. It all sounds the same to me. They all use the same drum beat, it seems. Whatever. Basically, if I don't hear a guitar in the first 15 seconds, I'm out. Yeah, Mark got up on stage and sang Bodies with us one time. Yeah, that's what's going on. Same as, I don't know, like the modern country stuff. I don't know, it all sounds like there's only 4 producers in Nashville because all songs sound like one of 4 songs. What do I think of pop funk? I don't even know what pop funk is. So I like the old school hip hop and some of the mid 90s stuff, but not much after that. Yeah, basically by the time Snoop Dogg showed up, I was out, Phil. You know, like I liked NWA, Public Enemy, because of the political stances they did. I liked Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Eric B. and Rakim. Yeah, old school when they were sampling everybody. Hey, Charlie S. Good to see you, sir. All right. I think I'm caught up there. Yeah, I think so. All right, awesome. We've been going for, how long have we been going? 35 minutes. Awesome, because I wanted to do roughly a half-hour broadcast. So to recap, if you missed some of the questions, definitely go back and rewind. And also, let's not forget our good buddy Q is having some issues at the moment. So if anybody can help out Q, definitely help him out. I don't even know how trap people dress SDMF, to be honest with you. Are they the folks that, you know, we need to donate a bunch of belts to so they can pull up their pants? So let's see. When I posted that link, Q was at that. I'm just refreshing. Oh, nice. Q's up another $50 since we started, folks. Thanks for posting the link, Phil. Oh, man, that's some loud thunder. Let's see what we got here. Lost my spot now. Give me a sec here, folks. Give me a second. There we go. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, I really liked Rage's first album. We officially have a Tube Thief. Another one disappeared from the Hot Rod and now from the 77. Jesus, Aaron. Oh, and Aaron, we found out while you were gone, I guess, that the Digitech Trio is 9-volt, 500 milliamp. I do not need a power supply. I've got a 500 mil tap out right here that I can use. So I will be in touch with you I'll send you some loot to send me the stuff that I didn't bring home from Brian. Thanks again, Brian. By the way, Brian, somewhere up here. Yeah, right in front of, oh, no, this way. Right there is all of the little die-cast cars you sent me. They're all sitting up there on the shelf. Sounds like a typical afternoon in Florida. Yeah, no kidding. Luca, are you in Australia? That's very cool if you are. I have a few viewers from Australia. I can't believe people are stealing tubes out of amps at Guitar Center. Oh my gosh. I don't get it. Trap actually means a place where they sell drugs. Oh, nice. Common in New York City, Brooklyn area, in the ghettos. Yeah, it happens. You can see the cars? Cool. Well, now that I have a decent frame rate and resolution and such, that's awesome. Yeah, Jimmy T's a fellow Aussie. Right, Jimmy T? I believe you are. It's hard to remember everybody. But let's just get rid of that. There we are. So if there is any other questions, ask away. If not, we'll probably wrap things up. Yeah, people steal catalytic converters off cars a lot because I believe they have either platinum or titanium in them. I can't remember which. It's one of those, but it's a precious metal. Because I remember the commuters outside of Toronto, the parking lot at the GO station. The GO train is like your commuter train into the city. And somebody went through the parking lot and robbed like 40 catalytic converters. Palladium or platinum. Platinum. Janice got quite the storm. We're getting quite the storm right now. Check out. See, SDMF. I won't click on anything with it that got Lil in the name. I've never been a fan of anything low. Hey, there's Half Ace. Good to see you, sir. See you, Mark. So yeah, I think we'll, excuse me, probably wrap things up. I'm hoping the rain and thunder and stuff will stop so I can plug in and play some guitar. I don't like playing electric guitar during thunderstorms. Go figure. Yes. So thanks everyone that tuned in, definitely. And if you're new, please subscribe. Of course, new or returning, please leave a thumbs up. Every little bit helps. Thank you, everybody that's continually watching and commenting. And definitely, if you're watching a video that's not live, please leave a comment, even just to say hi. More comments that are left on videos helps YouTube, or helps me, I should say, because then YouTube will promote the video more, and then we can grow the community that much more. New people all the time. Just play AC/DC, you'll be fine. Yeah, no kidding. Hello, Popcorn Vlogs. Welcome, new name. So please subscribe if you haven't already. So there we go. Until next time, well, I guess until tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do a pre-recorded VEDA tomorrow or another live one. We shall see. Everyone have a great day. If you're in Southern Ontario or anywhere where it's precipitating, stay dry. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, stay warm. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, stay cool. And yeah, we'll meet all back here tomorrow. And I'll put up a funny little video as well as the 1.3 amp. Oh, snap. All right. Well, that's definitely more. Thanks, Aaron. So yeah, I might need to actually get a power supply then. We'll talk later when you're done work, buddy. So everyone have a great day. And as always, hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. Thank you for all the support, folks. I appreciate it. Have a great day. Cheers.